starting with the third, with the third pair of modal auxiliaries, which is shall and should. Starting with the first one, shall. All of us know that shall is what is a modal auxiliaries. Maybe it was, I can say, according to our information concerning shall, that it is used to indicate futurity. But actually, there is another or other usages or other uses for shall, which is the first one, volitional use. When I say volitional, in contrast to the futurity, yani if you remember, futurity and volitional, these are the two meanings for what? For shall. Starting for volitional, what is volitional? Volitional means non-futurity. Non-futurity. It can be used to express willingness. Please pay more attention. Willingness, or expressing someone's will to do something on the part of the speaker in second and third person has restricted use. Please pay more attention. On the part of the speaker on first and second, and third part, restricted use. What does it mean? Means if I want to express willingness by using shall, I cannot use I shall. No, it is restricted to what? To he, or in third person and second person. So he shall get his money. You shall do exactly as you wish. So what is the meaning of shall here? Means he is willing to get his money. You are willing to what? To do exactly as you wish. Then, the second use, which is intention, on the part of the speaker only in first person. You see, this is the idea. Means if I want to express willingness or intention by using shall, I should use only I and we, اللي هو first person. I shall not be lying. See, it is I, it is the first person. We shall let you know our decision. It is what? We, it is the plural form of the first person. Means I don't intend to be lying. The second, I intend to let you know our decision, or we intend to let you know our decision. We intend to overcome. This is the idea. So willingness is for the third and second, intention for the first. Third one, which is insistence, restricted use. Restricted use means it is what's restricted to this use. Insistence, it is what? For you, second, and he for what? For third. You shall do as I say. He shall be punished. Means you shall do as I say. You shall do as I say. He shall be punished. Means now عندي third person, second person with third person. يعني أنا the speaker. For example, I tell you that you shall be punished. You shall be punished means I insist on punishing you. I insist on punishing you. This is the idea. So you cannot say I shall be punished. Means here it is the speaker cannot insist on himself to what? To be punished, or to what? Someone else insists on doing something to the listener. Legal and quasi-legal injection. The vendor shall maintain the equipment in good repair. It is restricted to the to the government rules or something like that. Look at these. Of these three meanings, it is only the one of intention that is widely, you see, one of intention that is widely used today. I shall, we shall. Shall is, on the whole, and especially outside British English, an infrequent auxiliary, with restricted use compared with should, will, and would. Will is generally preferred except in first person questions. يعني here it is some sort of comparison between shall and other auxiliaries like should, will, and would. Just say that shall it is what not coming, not frequent, just like these models. Instead, it is preferred to use will instead of shall, but it is unacceptable saying will. Will, it is unacceptable. بس أنا بس أريد Okay. So will it is preferred, but it cannot be used. Cannot be used in first person questions. يعني here say what? Shall I come at once? Shall I come at once? You cannot use will. Why you cannot use will? Because the question it is concerned or restricted. The question the subject is first person. The subject here is first person, so it cannot be used. I cannot substitute will instead of shall. You are restricted to use only shall, not will, with the questions with first person questions. But the matter is okay if the question or the first person is a plural. Here we it is okay. Say what shall we drink? What will we drink? It is okay. What does this mean? Shall ask for instructions. Shall ask for instruction. And will is non-volitional future, especially in American English. Will, non-volitional future means it is used for futurity. But as or shall, it is asked for instructions. هذا في حالة I and we. Will I or will we has become increasingly coming not only in context of non-volitional futurity. يعني من أقول will I see you later? Will I see you later? What's the meaning of will here? It is زين ستة مو قلتي ما يصير استخدم cannot be used will with first person questions. No, here the meaning is not volitional. Will I see you later? Here the meaning of will I it is for what? For futurity. لكن أقول shall I come at once? Shall I come at once? It is what? It is instructions. يعني shall I prepare tonight, today, كذا? It is for instruction. لكن if you use will I see you later, the meaning here is what? Futurity, not volitional. What does this will I means? Futurity. What this one shall I? It means instructions. It means instructions. But also in sentences expressing helplessness, perplexity, being in a great mess. Say, how will I get there? What will I do? Which will I take? هسه نشوف نرجع للexceptions. Generally speaking, shall can be used with first person plural questions if they denote what? Instructions. But generally it is infrequent and it is not preferred, just like will. Will cannot be used with such questions. اللي هي will I, will we. If I use them, the meaning will be what? Mean futurity, not volitional. Just like this sentence. Will I see you later? Will I see you later? See, later, so it is a futurity. Again, what else? I can use will with first person. I use will with first person to indicate certain expressions just like helplessness and perplexity, just like these three examples. See, how will I, what will I, which will I. طبعا هذا اليوسج is predominantly American, though should is commonly preferred, but examples may be found in the British too. A similar meaning is also conveyed by be going to. What are we going to do? هذا again your case indicating helplessness or perplexity. Yeah. Concerning should, the uses of should. What are the meanings of should? Either obligation or logical necessity, obligation or logical necessity, which is what? Means ought to. You should you should do as he says, they should be home by now. The meaning is obligation and logical necessity. Putative, after certain expressions. Putative should. من هذا بإذن الله حتاخذه على الصف رابع. It is a pity that I'm surprised that. See, it is all that you should say. I'm sorry that this should have happened. Contingent هذه حالة if الشرطية. Say what? We would love to go abroad if we had the chance. In rather formal, real condition. هذه something formal and real condition. If you should change your mind, please let us know. If you should change your mind, please let us know. These are the four uses of should. The fourth pair, which is will wait. Will wait. The volitional meaning. The first one, which is willingness. Use in polite requests. Willingness in polite requests. The first one, willingness, used in polite request. For example, he will help you if you ask him. Means he is willing or he has the willingness to help you. Will you have another cup of coffee? This is a request. It is a very polite request. Okay? Will you have another cup of coffee? Will you please kindly open the window? The second meaning, which is intention, contracted, please. Usually it is contracted in first person. I will write as soon as I can. Means I intend to write as soon as I can. We will not stay longer than 2 hours. Means we do not intend to stay longer than 2 hours. Insistence. stress طبعا. Hence no I'll can't. هو insistence طبعا. So there is no need to the abbreviated will. هي طبعا it is what? Stressed. Look at this, which is very important by the way. He will do it. He will do it. Whatever you say. He will do it. Whatever you say. Means he insists on doing it. لكن إذا ترجعون اللي من قلنا للinsistence on the part of the what of the speaker اللي هو what restricted to the first, second and third. Okay, من قلنا he shall do it. He shall do it whatever you say. If I want to compare these two sentences, I will have he will do it. He shall do it. If I want to paraphrase this sentence, هذه نفس السبيكر نفس السبجect insist on himself to do it. But here, no, the speaker is insisting on the listener. يعني من أقول لكم for example that they shall do it. They shall do it means I insist on them. I insist on their doing it. I insist. إنه من interpreter إنه السبيكر حيظهر الآي. لكن when you say they will do it, they will do it means they themselves insist on doing it. He will keep interrupting me. He will keep interrupting me means he insists on interrupting me. Prediction. Similar meanings are other expressions for logical necessity and habitual present. The contracted form is coming. طبعا هذه I have more than one type for prediction. تنبؤ means first specific, timeless, and I have the habitual. The specific first can be by will, must, and should. The specific, what? Just like the game will be finished. Why it is specific? Because it is what specified to a limited, to a period event, to a period time, to a period to specific place, time, and event. The game will be finished by now. For a certain time that the game should be finished at that time, so say will be finished. The game must be finished by now. Now خلاص. The game must be finished because it is time of ending, of finishing the game. Timeless prediction. It is occurred with scientific experiments. تجارب علمية حقائق وكذا. That's what is timeless, present simple, if you remember. Oil will float on water. Oil will float on water, or you can substitute why it's what oil floats on water. Means it is timeless. Habitual it is something to express someone habits. انه هو توقع مثلا شلون احنا مثلا بعد راح يبقى بالبيت ما يطلع بعد. Okay, means he will always talk for hours if you give him the chance. Means you see, always, just like it's a habit for that person. What about with? I have willingness and insistence, and they are put together because they are one of the volitional meanings. Willingness, just like, would you excuse me? Are you, or do you have the willingness to excuse me? Are you ready to excuse me? For example, our insistence, it is your own fault. You would take the baby with you. You would take, I insist on you to take the baby with you. Characteristic activity in the past, if you remember, من قلنا he would write with this special pen. بدلناهم say what? He used to write with this special pen. بعدين he always wrote with this special pen. If you remember, every morning he would go for a long walk. He would go for a long walk. It was customary. It is something characteristic activity. John would make a mess. John would make a mess of it. هذه informal. It is typical for John to make a mess. Contingent use in the main clause of conditional sentence. One of the cases of if conditional. He would smoke too much if I didn't stop him. Probability, احتمالية, that would be his mother. It is probable to be his mother. Volition with a preference is expressed with would rather or sooner. Just like would you like tea or would you rather have coffee? I think I would rather have coffee. So with rather, it's expressing preference.